Ever wondered what life would look like if you faced your fears every single day? Imagine the possibilities that would unfold, the opportunities that would present themselves if only you had the courage to confront what scares you. This is the essence of what Eleanor Roosevelt, a woman of tenacity and resilience, meant when she said, "Do one thing every day that scares you." This isn't a call to recklessness, but a challenge to break free from the shackles of fear and apprehension that hold us back from reaching our full potential. We all have fears. Some are as tangible as spiders or heights, while others are more abstract, like the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, or even the fear of success. Yet these fears, if left unchecked, can become barriers, walls that confine us within the limits of our comfort zones. And while these zones may feel safe and familiar, they are often the very things that stifle our growth and prevent us from exploring the vast expanse of our potential. Consider this. Every time you allow fear to dictate your actions, you are surrendering your power to it. You're letting it control your decisions, your opportunities, your life. But what if you chose to take that power back? What if you decided to step out of your comfort zone and face those fears head on? The idea here isn't to eliminate fear altogether. Fear is a natural human response, a survival mechanism that has served us well throughout history. However, the key is to not let fear control you, but rather to control it. To use it as a tool for growth, for self-improvement, for pushing past boundaries and stepping into the unknown. So, what is it that scares you? Public speaking, starting a new venture, expressing your feelings, whatever it is, make a commitment to face it. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Because every day that you challenge your fears is another day you reclaim your power from them. Imagine the growth and progress you could achieve by just doing one thing that scares you each day. Picture a life where fear is no longer a barrier, but a catalyst for change, growth, and self-realization. That is the power of facing your fears. But what does fear do to us? Why is it such a big deal, you might wonder? Fear, that lurking shadow in the corners of our minds, has a profound impact on our lives, often in ways we don't quite realize. It's not just about the heart-pounding moments of terror, the sweaty palms, or the jittery nerves. No, fear runs much deeper than that. Fear acts as a mental barrier, a wall that stands between us and our goals. It whispers in our ear, telling us that we can't possibly achieve what we aspire to, that we're not good enough, not strong enough, not brave enough. It convinces us to stay within our comfort zones, to avoid risks, and to settle for mediocrity. In this way, fear limits our progress and personal growth. But it's not just about the dreams we never chase. Fear can also affect our daily lives, our relationships, and our self-esteem. It can make us hesitant to express our feelings, to stand up for ourselves, or to try something new. It can lead us to create safe but ultimately unfulfilling lives. The truth is, a life lived in fear is a life half-lived. That being said, fear isn't always a bad thing. It's a basic human emotion designed to protect us from danger. It's our body's way of saying, "Hey, be careful." But the problem arises when fear starts to control us instead of the other way around. When we let fear dictate our decisions, we give it power over us. And that's when it becomes a problem. So what can we do about it? Well, that's where Eleanor Roosevelt's wise words come into play. Do one thing every day that scares you. It's a simple yet powerful mantra that can help us face our fears and take back control. Fear can either paralyze us or propel us forward. It's our choice. So let's make the choice to face our fears, to challenge ourselves, and to live fuller, richer lives. After all, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So, what happens when we start facing our fears? Picture this. You're standing on the edge of a diving board, peering down at the deep end of the pool below. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweaty, and every instinct is telling you to back away. But then you take a deep breath, gather your courage, and jump. The moment you hit the water, you realize something. You've done it. You've faced your fear. And you've come out the other side stronger and more confident than before. This is the power of facing your fears. The first benefit is the immediate confidence boost. The moment you conquer a fear, no matter how small, you realize that you are capable of more than you thought. This newfound confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But it's not just about confidence. Facing your fears also sharpens your problem-solving skills. When we're afraid, our minds often go into overdrive, thinking of all the possible outcomes and how to avoid them. But when we decide to face our fears head-on, we're forced to find solutions, to strategize, to adapt. We learn to think on our feet and become better problem solvers in the process. And then there's the growth mindset. This is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When we face our fears, we're putting this mindset into action. We're proving to ourselves that we can grow, that we can improve, that we can overcome challenges. This mindset isn't just beneficial in the moment of facing a fear. It spills over into every area of our lives, influencing how we approach tasks, goals, and challenges. So, let's circle back to the diving board. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But the moment you jump, the moment you face that fear, you're not just conquering the diving board, you're conquering self-doubt. You're conquering limitations. You're unlocking a whole new level of personal growth and opportunities. Facing your fears is like unlocking a treasure chest of personal growth and opportunities. Now, how about making fear your daily companion? Let's delve into that. You see, fear isn't something to be avoided, but rather acknowledged, accepted, and embraced. It's about understanding that fear is a natural part of life and that it has its purpose. It's there to challenge us, to push us beyond our comfort zones, and to help us grow. Now, how do we make fear our daily companion? It's not about jumping out of an airplane every day or swimming with sharks. It's about taking small, manageable risks. It's about doing things that make you slightly uncomfortable. It can be as simple as speaking up in a meeting, trying a new type of cuisine, or even just striking up a conversation with a stranger. The beauty of these small risks is that they're achievable. They're not so terrifying that they paralyze you, but they're still enough to get your heart racing. And when you take these risks consistently, you start to build a kind of resilience. You start to realize that even if things don't go as planned, you're capable of handling the outcome. This is the power of consistency. It's about showing up every day, facing your fears, and doing it anyway. It's about training your mind to understand that fear is just a feeling, a temporary sensation that comes and goes. And the more you expose yourself to it, the less power it has over you. Of course, this isn't an overnight process. It takes time, patience, and a whole lot of courage, but trust me, it's worth it. Because when you learn to dance with fear, you unlock a level of freedom and potential that you never knew existed. So, take a moment today to identify one small risk you can take, one small step outside your comfort zone, and then do it. Not because it's easy, but because it's hard. Not to prove anything to anyone else, but to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you think. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate fear, but to learn how to dance with it. And every day is another chance to learn a new step. Want to be part of a community that chooses courage over comfort? That's exactly what we're building here. This channel is more than just a collection of videos. It's a hub, a home base, for those who are ready to step outside their comfort zones and embrace growth through courage. Every day, we tackle the concept of fear head-on. We explore the nature of fear, the impact it can have on our lives, and most importantly, how we can confront and overcome it. By subscribing to this channel and hitting that notification button, you're taking the first step towards a braver, bolder you. But it's not just about you, it's about all of us. We're in this together. As a subscriber, you're not just a viewer, you're a participant, a member of a community that supports each other, cheers each other on, and helps each other grow. We believe in the power of collective courage, and together, we can face our fears and come out stronger than ever. In this community, we believe in the power of daily actions, small, consistent steps that over time can lead to big changes. We understand that it's not always easy to face our fears. That's why we're here to guide you, to inspire you, and to remind you that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you one step closer to a fearless life. So, why not join us? Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and be part of this journey towards a fearless life. Be part of a community that doesn't shy away from challenges, but rather faces them head-on. Be part of a community that chooses courage over comfort every single day. Join us. Be part of this journey towards a fearless life. Let's dive into some inspiring stories of people who chose courage over comfort. Imagine Amelia Earhart, a woman who dared to venture where no woman had before. Her fear of the unknown did not prevent her from becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. The trepidation could have easily held her back, but she chose to face it, to conquer it. Consider Stephen Hawking, a name synonymous with resilience. Struck by a debilitating disease at a young age, the fear of living a constrained life could have overwhelmed him. Instead, he chose to face it, pushing the boundaries of his mind, and in turn, our understanding of the universe. Now, picture Rosa Parks, a woman who stood up by sitting down. Her fear of reprisal did not deter her from sparking a movement that changed the course of history. She faced her fear, and in doing so became a symbol for civil rights. And let's not forget Malala Yousafzai, a young girl who defied the fear of oppression to fight for her right to education. She faced the fear of violent retaliation, and her courage has since inspired millions around the world to stand up for their rights. These individuals from different walks of life faced fears that could have easily stifled their potential. They chose courage over comfort. They chose to do the thing that scared them every single day. And in doing so, they not only achieved remarkable things, but also changed the world in their unique ways. Every fear they faced, every challenge they overcame began with a single step. A step taken in the face of fear. A step taken towards courage. A step that led them to extraordinary achievements. Their stories are a testament to the power of facing your fears. They are a testament to the quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, "Do one thing every day that scares you." Their courage led them to extraordinary achievements, and it can do the same for you. So, are you ready to take on the challenge? It's a question that carries weight, doesn't it? It's not just about readiness, it's about willingness, courage, and determination. It's about stepping into the unknown, armed with nothing but the belief in your own strength and potential. We've journeyed through the power of facing your fears, seen the impact fear can have, and discovered the immense benefits of confronting what scares us, not someday, but every single day. We've understood the importance of taking that daily dose of fear, and we've seen how this channel can serve as a beacon, guiding you on this path. We've also heard inspiring stories of courage, tales of ordinary individuals who dared to step out of their comfort zones and face their fears head-on. Their stories serve as a testament to the transformative power of courage and determination, and they're proof that we all have the capacity to conquer our fears. Now, it's your turn. It's time to take the lessons learned, the inspiration gleaned, and the courage kindled, and put it all into action. Are you ready to face your fears every day and see how it transforms you? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone, challenge yourself, and discover your true potential? You don't have to conquer a mountain or swim across an ocean. It could be as simple as starting that book you've always wanted to write, or learning a new skill, or even just speaking up for yourself. It's about doing something, however small, that scares you. Facing your fears isn't about eradicating them, but rather about learning to navigate through them. It's about acknowledging their presence, understanding their roots, and then choosing to move forward in spite of them. It's about taking control, not letting fear dictate your actions, but rather using it as a catalyst to propel you forward. Remember, fear is natural. It's a part of being human. But it's what we do in the face of fear that defines us. It's the choices we make, the actions we take that shape our lives. So take the challenge, face your fear every day, make it a habit, a part of your daily routine, and watch as you grow, as you evolve, as you transform into the best version of yourself. In the words of Mark Twain, courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. So go out there, face your fears, and watch as you transform into the best version of yourself. Share this message with someone who needs it. Let's inspire courage together.